Hello, all my friends, far and near, fiends from everywhere, from every corner of the globe, and from every corner of Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's David Barnhill. I'm the crazed collector at Super Monster City, and I was fortunate enough to have an amazing father that worked at an independent television station called WTCN 11 in Minneapolis. He worked there from the beginnings of TV throughout his whole life. And right here is a picture of him in the film room. And that's what the film editor did at a television station. He would put the TV commercials into the movies that were shipped in 16 millimeter film. And I'm going to show you a new Super Monster City project. Now, what I want you to do, if you want to follow my father's legacy, his folk art adventures, is go over to our YouTube channel, Super Monster City. Just look up Super Monster City on YouTube, and you'll find the amazing adventures we're posting. So here's what he did. This is the project. At least twice a year, I would get what was called a Goody Reel. Now, the Goody Reel is on 16 millimeter in the early days. That's what it looks like. That's about 15 minutes of film. And he would put together my favorite toy commercials, my favorite movie commercials, maybe his favorite movie commercials, a lot of cool stuff. Some of them are just commercials he thought was cool. A lot of song and dance and musical numbers. They're all a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. And they're all like small stories. And I'm going to explain to you what went on in the film room. So here's an editing bed that somehow survived and is still living at my house. So this is for analog 16 millimeter. So these were the TV commercials that just filled up bookcases. So I can't even get it out there, but they're 16 millimeter. This is for the big heat. It's a 55-second spot, which means it's a 55-second commercial. And I can't even undo it. The tape is so old. But you would roll the commercial out and put it there, and then you'd roll the film out that was going to be in the movie. And then this was, as I recall, some kind of acetone cleaner, and you'd put it there, and that would kind of clean up the fuzzy parts. And then you would put the glue, which was in this heavy-duty thing right here, the glue. You'd put the glue right here, and this would clamp down. Now, this was a heated doohickey. See, it plugs in. This was heated, so it cooked the film, and this was like the cutter to make sure it was a clean cut, but that's jammed, I don't know, it's cut. So this was how he edited analog 16 millimeter films, bang, bang, and then he'd open it up, and then he'd do this motion and draw that into the film that was going to be on television. And then he'd draw down the film some more from the original movie, and that's, my God, how mind-blowing it worked. If you've never known about film editing, my father did it for a lifetime. And here's just a beginning right here of the piles that my father did. So a lot of them, he wrote like Monsters, 1978. Goody Reel number 4, that would be really early. 76. Here's one from 1980, Monsters. Here's one from 74. Sometimes he would put things that I thought I might like Monsters commercials from General Mills. That would be Count Chocula and Frankenberry. And there's a long-lost Battle of the Planet of the Apes or something in there. So I'm going to be transferring these as we go to digital with a good friend of mine. Thanks, Tom. And we're going to be putting them on our YouTube channel under Goody Reel. 1, 2, 3. Here's 22. I just got transferred. I'm not going to put them on every day. Every couple of days, I'll add another one. So if you want to see nostalgia, time travel, sentimental yesterdays, if you want to show your kids or your grandparents what life was like in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, then take a look. Some of the stuff might not be politically appropriate. There's some violence, there's some shooting, there's probably cigarettes and drinking and all sorts of terrible stereotypes. But these are time capsules of history from an independent television station that my father preserved for eternity. And finally now, more than 50 years later, I'm getting a chance to put them out there for you and everybody to enjoy. Thanks again for listening. Dave, Crazed Collector. I'm going to put this on my personal page and the Super Monster City Facebook page and share it around. If you know somebody that likes the past or is nostalgic about the good old days, take a look at what my father put together. I'm pleased, proud, and gratified to finally be able to get this project off the ground and out into the world. So please take a look. If you don't like the first one, go to the second one. If you don't like the second one, go to the third one. I'm going to try and put a little bit of a index, as it were, for each Goody Reel. I can't tell everything. There's about 15 to 20 spots in every Goody Reel. Take care. I gotta go. I'm probably talking too long, but I really appreciate your time, patience, and energy. Take a look at what my father did. Bye-bye.